The Drummond report calls for cuts in post-secondary education.
And police bust an auto theft ring that may have sold you a stolen car. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Thursday, February 16th. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Amy Weinstein. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Philip Maciel. Ahead on our show, we have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Amy has our top story.
In all the coverage of the Drummond report, little attention was paid to recommendations affecting post-secondary education funding and programs. Don Drummond was commissioned by Dalton McGuinty's Liberal government to investigate the province's fiscal crisis and propose ways to cut spending. 362 recommendations covered everything from healthcare to school bus charges. There were also 30 recommendations about colleges and universities. Humber News reporter Katie O'Connor has this report on how Humber College may be affected.
Don Drummond presented the results of his long-awaited report at a news conference yesterday. Many of his recommendations involved restructuring financial assistance to students and reevaluating the post-secondary education system. Some of the items he touched on were reshaping financial assistance to help low-income students. He also suggested phasing out provincial tuition credits and investing in upfront grants. He did not recommend axing the province's 30% tuition rebate, but did say that it needed to be reevaluated. The tuition rebate could cost the province $500 million in the coming year. He also recommended decoupling loans, saying the eligibility for grants should not be contingent on loan applications. He recommended that the province get rid of tuition freezes, saying they result in lower quality education. The report also suggested changes to the college system, which could affect students right here at Humber. Drummond said that the province should create a better credit recognition system between colleges and universities. In one of his more controversial recommendations, he said colleges should not be granted any new degree programs, with existing programs being grandfathered. President of Humber, John Davis, says degree programs are essential, and the report sends mixed messages.
I think that's an unfortunate recommendation, and I hope that it will not actually be picked up. I mean, for so many reasons. I think it is a very good time for colleges like Humber, not every college, but colleges like Humber, to continue to expand its positioning around degrees and degree granting. Because we are, in fact, that teaching institution that he suggests there should be more of.
Drummond warned that if the Ontario government does not follow all of these measures, the deficit could hit $30 billion by 2018. Katie O'Connor, Humber News.
The Drummond report also took aim at Ontario universities, paying special attention to the growing enrollment numbers. Enrollment has increased by 36% since 2002-2003. The report is calling for 41,000 new spaces for university students in the next 5 years, an increase of 1.7% per year. It says 70% of new jobs require post-secondary education. However, the report also criticized the emphasis on research over teaching at universities. The Commission recommended universities create separate streams for either exclusive research or exclusive teaching positions to improve efficiency within the system. Too much money is being funneled from general operating funds to pay for research programs.
Toronto Police and other agencies have laid over 500 charges in an auto fraud ring bust. The joint investigation was called Project Enterprise and began in 2009. In a news conference today, police revealed 5 men are facing multiple charges of fraud, property obtained by crime, and creating forged documents. Police say the suspects renumbered stolen vehicles with new VIN numbers, which were bought off and written as salvaged wrecks. 2 of the men owned auto body repair shops, and the other 3 sold the vehicles.
A science teacher at Toronto's Eastdale Collegiate Institute has been charged with sexually assaulting a female student. 56-year-old Nakhatar Singh of Oakville has taught at the school since 2009. He is facing charges of sexual assault and sexual exploitation. The Toronto District School Board has notified parents, and social workers are on hand to help with the situation. Police say the incident took place on February 8th, and there may be more victims.
3 GTA women could face up to 10 years in prison after being charged with cocaine smuggling in the Dominican Republic. The 3 were arrested Monday after allegedly trying to sneak the drugs onto a Toronto-bound flight. A spokesman from the Dominican's National Drugs Control Agency says they found more than 18 kilograms of cocaine in hundreds of plastic capsules hidden in their underwear. Police say the cocaine is worth over $600,000 Canadian.
Western University will be conducting a revote in their student elections after their voting website was hacked. The hacking occurred during online voting and resulted in the changes of the website title. Some of the changes they made read Justin Bieber 2012 and Selena Gomez is wonderful. The revote will take place February 27th and police are searching for the culprit.
When we come back, we'll have more news from around the country and the world. Adriano Mancini will have the new sports news, and we'll have your weather forecast with Liz Cavan.
Environment Canada issued a weather alert this morning for freezing rain in parts of southern Ontario. I'll tell you what that means for your evening commute, along with your 5-day weather forecast, coming up after the break.